6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister is in Tehran to convey condolences over martyrdom of Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and others in copter crash incident. The government has planned to establish 10 new software technology parks across the country by next year. President says Pakistan firmly adheres to One China principle. Deputy Prime Minister has constituted a fact-finding committee to probe into violent attacks against Pakistani students in Kyrgyz capital, Bishkek. Norway, Spain, Ireland, and several other European Union member countries have indicated to recognize an independent Palestinian state. And the first T20 of the four-match series between Pakistan and England will be played at Leeds tonight. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has arrived in Tehran on a day-long visit to extend condolence with the Iranian government and people over the martyrdom of President Ibrahim Raisi and other dignitaries in helicopter crash. Iranian Minister for Roads and Urban Development Mehrdad Bazarpash welcomed the Prime Minister on his arrival at Tehran International Airport. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar, Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Tarar, Interior Minister Mohsen Naqvi, Minister for Commerce Jam Kamal Khan, and Special Assistant to Prime Minister Tariq Fatmi are also accompanying the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister will call on the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Imam Khamenei and meet Acting President of Iran Dr. Mohammad Mokhbar to convey condolences on behalf of people and government of Pakistan. The government has planned to establish 10 new software technology parks across the country by next year. The development reached during the meeting chaired by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in Islamabad today. The meeting was informed that 100 new e-employment centers will also be set up in the country. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said establishment of IT parks will boost the country's IT growth, exports, and will provide facilities to startups. So far, 43 software technology parks have been established in 29 cities of the country. President Asif Ali Zardari has reiterated that Pakistan firmly adheres to One China principle as the country always chooses to stand on the right side of the history. In an interview with the Chinese media published today, the president said Taiwan is part of China. He said Pakistan will always stand by China and safeguard China's core interests. Commenting on the development of Gwadar Port, a starting point of China-Pakistan economic corridor, Asif Ali Zardari said a lot of work has been done at the Gwadar Port since the launch of CPEC 11 years ago. He said port would always welcome investors from all over the world. The president said Pakistan is encouraging more schools to adopt the Chinese language into their compulsory curriculum. Emphasizing the importance of strengthening people-to-people exchanges between the two countries, he called for more policies to facilitate the movement of people between the two countries. Appreciating the achievements made by the Chinese people, the president said that ensuring the continuation of policies is one of the key reasons behind China's success. He said Pakistan hopes to be more involved in China's development process. Meanwhile, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin, addressing his regular briefing in Beijing today, said President Asif Ali Zardari's statement reiterating Pakistan's firm adherence to the One China principle and its opposition to Taiwan independence is highly appreciable. He said the firm opposition to Taiwan independence not only shows firm support for China's just position, but also echoes the common aspirations of countries upholding fairness and justice in the world. Wang Wenbin said China highly appreciates these remarks by President Zardari. He said China and Pakistan are all-weather strategic cooperative partners and iron friends. He said China and Pakistan will continue to give each other firm support on issues concerning core interests and work together to build a closer China-Pakistan community of shared future. This is Radio Pakistan. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has constituted an inquiry committee to probe into the factors and causes that led to a mob attacks on Pakistani students at Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan. Addressing a news conference along with Foreign Secretary Cyrus Sajjad Qazi in Islamabad today, he said committee will also investigate about the role of Pakistani mission at Bishkek for facilitation of students. The Foreign Minister said the committee will coordinate with Kyrgyz authorities and review all the findings and developments at Bishkek and submit its report within 2 weeks. Meanwhile, 171 more Pakistani students have been brought back home from Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan by a PIA flight today. The flight landed at Bacha Khan International Airport, Peshawar, from where the students were transported to their respective home stations. Minister for Petroleum Musaddiq Malik has said the government has formulated multiple policies to enhance indigenous production of petroleum products, including gas and crude oil. Addressing an energy symposium in Islamabad today, he said, "We have put out blocks for bidding." He said the government is trying to attract global players in the exploration activities. The Minister for Petroleum said Pakistan is open for business and is committed to completely digitize the regulatory process in order to make it more transparent. Musaddiq Malik said that Pakistan is also pushing for Tapi gas pipeline project, saying it will provide less expensive gas. Minister for Industries and Production Rana Tanveer Hussain has said the government is focusing on the establishment of industrial parks and special economic zones to promote industries. He was talking to a delegation of leading South Korean companies led by Ambassador of Korea to Pakistan, Park Ki-jun, in Islamabad today. Matters related to mutual interest, including bilateral cooperation and the challenges faced by Korean companies in Pakistan, also came under discussion. On the occasion, the Korean ambassador said that companies of his country are keen to invest in Pakistan's Chinese sectors. He also emphasized to search new avenues of bilateral cooperation and further strengthen economic and cultural ties between Pakistan and Korea. Investment agreements worth $500 million were signed during the 24th edition of Asian Forum's Information Technology Commerce Network. The event was organized by Ministry of Information Technology and Telecommunication Pakistan, Telecommunication Authority, Special Investment Facilitation Council, Pakistan Software Export Board, and Pakistan Software Houses Association. More than 600 companies participated in the three-day event, during which various thought-provoking networking sessions were organized, including Artificial Intelligence and Global Digital Summit. Norway, Spain, Ireland, and several other European Union member countries have indicated to recognize an independent Palestinian state. Norway's Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre at a news conference in Oslo said, "We must keep alive the only thing that can provide a safe home for both Israelis and Palestinians, two states that can live in peace with each other." Slovenia and Malta have also indicated in recent weeks that they plan to make the recognition. The United States has accused that Russia has launched a satellite that is capable of inspecting and attacking other satellites. In a statement, a spokesperson for the U.S. Space Command said Russia has deployed this new counter-space weapon into the sea orbit as a U.S. government satellite. The first T20 of four-match series between Pakistan and England will be played at Leeds tonight. The match will start at 10:30. Finally, the weather. Heat wave conditions are likely to prevail over most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. And now the headlines once again. Prime Minister is in Tehran to convey condolences over martyrdom of Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and others in copter crash incident. The government has planned to establish 10 new software technology parks across the country by next year. President says Pakistan firmly adheres to One China principle. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.